Humility, pride, hubris. Um, those are all part um, the characteristics of people. And in MGTOW, you're going your own way. Um, Say you were in a bad relationship, it went wrong, for whatever reason that might be, and now you've gone your own way. You got fed up. You've gone your own way. Um, you're disgruntled or whatever it is, or you see yourself as maybe more than you really are, and even though you have the potential to be more, you you have to take that step back and look at yourself. Say, am I truly um, that dime piece, that top tier guy? And if you look at some of my other videos, one in particular, I talk about how high value, what it means to be high value, or an idea of what you should consider high value, which is lifestyle. Do you have both time and money? Um, when it comes to the financial side of things, where you can dedicate a lot of some more time to family, with nurturing a relationship and things like that. Um, Humility is a thing that people should adopt. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't have pride in who you are, in the accomplishments that you've achieved. Um, it becomes hubris when you hold those accomplishments or those achievements over other people's head, to either control them or to demean them. Um, you should let your accomplishments speak for themselves. Something I teach my athletes, um, especially at boxing events when they're competing, to be quiet, be humble, let your skills speak for itself. Um, because when you become pompous or hubris about your skills, no matter how good you are, in boxing in particular, that's entertainment. It's a sport. It's a sport, but it's also entertaining. It's for entertainment purposes. So you want to set forth a good PR, a public relations appearance. Um, you can choose to be the villain, or you could choose to be the good guy. Either way, people will come and watch you, to either watch you to lose, waiting for you to lose, or watch you to support you as you win. And I find life goes more smoothly, or with greater energy. I can't really put it into words, but there's a certain it factor that happens when you have people on your side. You can draw from that energy and actually power through and have a long successful career. um, in boxing, I had one athlete made it to the national Golden Glove Championship. He was in the semifinals, and while he was fighting his opponent, he was the rings were side by side. You have one fight going on here, one fight going on here in the other ring, and he's over here talking to the other guys over there, saying, while he's fighting his opponent, talking about, you next, you next. To the judges and referees seeing this hubris, he's new on the scene. They're seeing this hubris, and it's rubbing them the wrong way. Doors close when you adopt a mentality of hubris. Some may call it showmanship, but in amateur boxing, there's no such thing. You're there to sharpen your skills, get some ring experience before you move into the pros. Um, and he lost. He won the fight on points, but they gave the fight to his opponent because that hubris really, threw people off. Now, that's just one example. There are many examples. You can come off as a jerk or whatever it is, and because you're in a place of power, people are forced to really, follow your guidance or your lead. So they but not because they want to, only because they have to. Uh, Especially if you're demeaning to other people. So you want to adopt a mentality of humility, and if you're in a failed relationship, that a relationship that just failed, and you've gone your own way, really look at yourself, and rather than say, well, I'm a great catch or whatever it was, f these women or whatever it is, um, you might have to consider that you are too proud. Um, there is a biblical reference, or at least in Christianity, they talk about Lucifer being the highest of all angels, the most beautiful of all angels, fell from grace because he was too proud. From the Islamic faith, they've talked about um, God making man, and he told the angels to bow down before man, and Lucifer refused because he thought he was better than man. And of course, that's hubris led to the downfall, and of course, demons and whatever. Um, the the concept is, I guess, the message in that is don't be hubris. If you're not religious, those are the stories reflecting the outcomes typically. Um, in the Hindu faith, it doesn't really talk much about hubris, in the sense that it's part of your action. If you're hubris, it's your part of your karma. That's your karma. Karma means action. If you're acting in a hubris way, you're gonna reap the benefits of it, or the consequences. The punishments. Whatever, either temporary benefits with long-term consequences, whatever the case may be. That's how the Hindu faith seems to address that. Um, Humility. If you adopt the mindset of humility, man, this relationship didn't really work. Let me look at myself, and especially if you have multiple failed relationships, that in itself should humble you to really say, hey, maybe I need to make a change. I've gone my own way. I'm fed up with all this crap. I'm fed up with women right now. Let me humble myself, clear my mind, and see what the possibilities can be, and grow from there. I've stressed this on almost every video that I've made. MGTOW, men going their own way. If you're in MGTOW, you're disgruntled, and you're still empty, it's an opportunity to grow. You shouldn't be in MGTOW thinking it's an easy fix. It's an opportunity for you to develop yourself and grow. Correct the things that is wrong with you individual as an individual, for yourself, not for anybody else. Like, subscribe, share. Y'all have a good day.